Welcome to the Pariksha Academy. Today's topic is Northern Great Plains and their formation. Northern Great Plains and their formation. The Northern Great Plains form an extensive level plain lying south of the Himalayas and north of the Peninsular Plateau. They were formed mainly by enormous quantities of alluvium deposited by the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra river systems and their tributaries. The plains extend from the Punjab region in the west to the Brahmaputra Valley of Assam in the east. They are about 2,400 kilometers long, while their width generally varies from about 150 to 300 kilometers. The formation of the northern plains is directly related to the uplift of the Himalayas. During Himalayan mountain building, the northern margin of the Indian plate flexed downward, creating a vast depression along the southern front of the rising mountains. This depression developed as a foreland basin. Located between the rising Himalayas in the north and the relatively stable peninsular block in the south, it provided the structural foundation for the development of the northern plains. As the Himalayas continued to rise, intense weathering and erosion supplied enormous quantities of rock debris. Rivers transported gravel, sand, silt and clay from the mountains towards the foreland basin. Over millions of years, the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra systems and their numerous tributaries deposited these sediments within the basin. Progressive sedimentation gradually filled the depression and produced the vast alluvial plain. The alluvial deposits are extremely thick in many areas. Thus, the northern plains are not merely covered by a thin layer of fertile soil but represent a deep sedimentary basin created by prolonged fluvial deposition. Although the northern plains appear almost level, they possess gentle regional slopes. These gradients allow rivers to flow across the plains towards their ultimate drainage outlets. As river gradients decrease after leaving the mountains, their velocity and sediment carrying capacity decline. Consequently, extensive deposition takes place across the plains. Repeated flooding, sediment deposition and changes in river courses continuously reshape the landscape. The northern plains should therefore be understood as an active fluvial landscape rather than a completely stable surface. On the basis of major river systems, the northern plains can broadly be divided into the Punjab Plain, Ganga Plain and Brahmaputra Plain. The Punjab Plain was formed mainly by the Indus and its tributaries. Within India, the Satluj, Beas and Ravi are particularly important in shaping this region. Land lying between two rivers in the Punjab Plain is known as a doab. These interflows have historically supported intensive agriculture and dense human settlement. The Ganga Plain is the most extensive component of the northern plains. It spreads across Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, parts of northern Jharkhand and West Bengal. The Ganga Plain has been built by the Ganga and its numerous tributaries, including the Yamuna, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi and Son. The general slope of the Ganga Plain is towards the east and southeast. Because the gradient is extremely gentle, rivers frequently develop meanders and extensive floodplains. The Brahmaputra Plain is mainly developed within the Assam Valley. It forms an elongated river plain between the Himalayas in the north and the Meghalaya adjoining hill systems in the south. The Brahmaputra carries a very high sediment load. Its braided channels, shifting courses, sand deposition and river islands are characteristic features of the plain. Distinct geomorphological belts such as Bhabar, Tere, Bhangar and Khadar can be identified within the northern plains on the basis of sediment characteristics, relief and depositional processes. Along the Himalayan foothills, rivers deposit coarse pebbles, gravel and other material immediately after emerging from the mountains. This produces the highly porous Bhabar belt. South of the Bhabar lies the Tere belt, characterized by finer sediments and a high groundwater table. It was naturally associated with marshy and waterlogged conditions in many areas. Bhangar represents older alluvial deposits, generally occurring on slightly elevated surfaces beyond the active floodplain. Hard calcareous deposits known as Kankar occur within the Bhangar formations in several areas. Khadar consist of newer alluvium deposited repeatedly by rivers during floods. Regular renewal of fine sediments generally makes Khadar areas highly fertile. Several characteristic fluvial landforms occur within active floodplains, including natural levees, meanders, oxbow lakes, abandoned channels and backswamp areas. Natural levees develop along riverbanks when relatively coarse sediments are deposited during floods. Finer sediments and waterlogging may occur in lower areas behind these levees. Rivers frequently develop large meanders because of the extremely gentle gradient. When a river cuts across the narrow neck of a meander, the abandoned loop may develop into an oxbow lake. Rivers such as the Kosi have historically shifted their channels across broad areas. Heavy sediment load, gentle gradient and channel instability contribute significantly to recurrent flooding in northern Bihar. In the Brahmaputra plain, heavy sedimentation and channel shifting similarly produce riverbank erosion, floods and frequent changes in the shape and location of river islands. The formation of the northern plains continues even today. Every major flood contributes to erosion, transportation and deposition, modifying some part of the fluvial landscape. Fertile alluvial soils, level terrain and widespread availability of water have made the northern plains one of India's most important agricultural regions. Wheat, rice, sugarcane and several other crops are intensively cultivated across the Ganga-Satluj plain, while rice becomes particularly important in the wetter eastern plains. The level topography has facilitated the development of canals, roads, railways, cities and other infrastructure. Fertile land, abundant water, agricultural productivity and transport accessibility have made the northern plains one of the most densely populated regions of the world. Major urban centers such as Delhi, Lucknow, Kanpur, Prayagraj, Varanasi, Patna and Kolkata developed within this broad plain and its associated river systems. Despite their high economic productivity, the northern plains face problems such as floods, riverbank erosion, waterlogging, groundwater stress and channel migration, many of which arise from their dynamic fluvial character. In the western parts, intensive irrigation and groundwater extraction can create severe pressure on water resources, while excessive water and seasonal flooding remain major challenges in several eastern regions. The northern Great Plains should not be understood simply as a flat and fertile region. They represent a dynamic geomorphological province produced by Himalayan uplift, formation of a foreland basin, massive erosion of the mountains and prolonged deposition by major river systems. For examination purposes, the sequence of formation is important: uplift of the Himalayas, development of a foreland basin along their southern margin, erosion and production of enormous quantities of sediments, transportation by the Indus-Ganga-Brahmaputra river systems, prolonged alluvial deposition, and finally development of the vast northern Great Plains. For map-based study, particular attention should be given to the spatial extent of the Punjab Plain, Ganga Plain and Brahmaputra Plain, along with the Himalayan foothill zone, major river systems and the general regional slope of the plains. Thank you very much for joining us. For more useful study material, please like and share this video, and subscribe to the Pariksha Academy channel.